up, Coochie Cadet? Today, I'm doing a get ready with me because I'm gonna be getting out to my favorite cafe, and I was like starting to do it, but then I was like not recording it. So I already did step one, which is wash my face. And yeah, today's gonna be like a little random ramble while I get ready. I'll talk about my products that I get too, or that I use as well, because there's just a preference. There's a set that I had bought when I was in Vietnam. It works really, really well. I went to like this place that people blew up the spot, so the price was a lot more inflated than most other salons and spots, but that's okay. They gave me some pretty fire stuff to use, and I'm gonna be using it today. All right, so let me start off by saying the place that I go to when I go to like edit my videos or like study and do other stuff, it's a cafe. I do the library as well. I usually go like every Sunday so that I have like a complete block out couple of hours of studying, and it's really, really nice. Trust. It comes in clutch because me and my boyfriend kind of go there together a lot because he's doing his writing, I'm doing my studying, and we're kind of just vibing together. And sometimes I edit my videos there, but I prefer to edit my videos at the cafe for some reason. Like, I don't know. It's just, the work gets done there. This is the second step that I always do. I did my exfoliator the other day, so I'm not doing it today. This is a toner that I use. Watermelon extract facial toner. It smells really good. It's like the watermelon Jolly Rancher, I could say. Although it's not intended to smell like that. It just does to me. Yeah. Anyways, I go to this cafe on the regular, and I really, really prefer the cafe for editing my videos and like focusing in on like little notes that I have to take to finish my notes for the week for class. The one thing that kind of gets me about the spot that I go to edit my videos is that there's like these regulars that go there all the time, and then there's also locals. Everybody has their own definition of locals on the internet. Mine is people I went to high school with and did not keep in contact with, but know of their existence, and they know of mine, and we're kind of like bumping into each other and having a moment of like, you know? For me, personally, it's never been any bad blood with anyone from high school, even the people that I stopped fucking with for whatever reason, because they might have just been acting weird and I no longer wanted to participate in the friendship or whatever. Nonetheless, regardless, no bad blood on my end, because I'm not somebody that really, really holds super mega resentment towards anyone. I just picked, like, whenever it's time for me to remove my presence or no longer be friends with somebody, I'm not gonna sit there and beg you to be a friend or try to, you know, do that weird thing where like I'm trying harder than what I should to be around you. Like, it's never that deep for me. I just realized the J on my Juicy Couture is broke. Cool, fine. I'm not tripping about it. This spot has a tendency to have a lot of locals. Like people that I knew in high school that I either never associated with to begin with or kind of like knew from the distance. And the other day, well, there's a couple characters at this shop. One day there was this lady with her kid who were both just watching me. Like, I'm telling you, full blown, like, I remember I was packing up, like, she had just came in, and I was just getting ready to leave, and I was packing up my stuff, and the lady and her daughter kept staring at me, right? And I was like, okay, it's a little weird, and then I put my stuff up, and I look back up, and she's just full blown just, and I was like, okay, like, and then she smiled at me. She did that white lady smile, you know, that they do where they're like, and I'm like, ma'am, my spot, like, I don't know if you want it, but like the watching me get packed up and not breaking eye contact, very odd behavior. It was freaking me out. But then when I went to go walk away, her kid was just like, so there was like a chair that like back this way. I'm all the way by the register, right? I go turn around and make sure I didn't leave anything, and all I see is her kid just looking over the couch like a little gremlin, just staring at me, and I'm like, it was a weird little interaction all around, and I noticed it, and I'm like, what was that about? Mind you, I do not know this lady. It's one of those places where it's like, I didn't like high school. I don't mind hanging out in the neighborhood that I went to high school in, though, because there's nice stuff over there. I am given reminders as to why I don't fuck with the people too much in that neighborhood unless I know that they're not racist. Because the other day, so there's a new kid that started working there, and he's a Hispanic kid. He's super sweet. I'm pretty sure he's not too much younger than me, but he has a baby face, so I'm gonna keep calling him a kid. Also, I'm using a rejuvenating repairing essence. These are all super hydrating products that are also like considered to be, I guess you could say, anti-aging, but I'm like not going for the anti-aging portion. I'm going for the hydration portion, guys. I don't care about looking my age. It's not freaking me out. So there's this lady that constantly comes up there, and this kid, again, this is the first time I had seen him, and I've been there like kind of infrequently, but I go at least, if not once every 2 weeks, I go like once, like 2 weeks consecutively. So I go back to back. And specifically, this kid, who he's very nice, very polite, doesn't really say anything or do anything. There's a lady that's there, and I don't know if she's a hijabi or if she's just somebody that like wraps up a lot and dresses super conservatively, but she always has like some type of head wrap on and is like white presenting, like she's white passing, so I can't tell what her ethnicity is, but racially she's white. And I overhear a conversation, and this is something that I've had to learn how to do as well, where I'm just like, don't stand up for people that ain't really like, I understand a lot of men for some reason are super non-confrontational when it comes to certain things. For some reason, this lady was like, oh, what's your name? Right? And everybody was telling him, oh, his name's blah, blah, blah. This is a collagen eye cream. It's fantastic, FYI. And she's like, oh, I don't call people by their names here. So like, what's your actual name? And then I'm going to give you my own name. He's the only Hispanic man there, FYI. And it was a very blatantly racist conversation, but it's also one of those situations where it's like, he's at work, so he can't really do anything, and I come here on the reg, so I'm not gonna be the one to do it. But she was like, basically like, I wonder what I should call you, because I don't like your name. Okay. I don't know. The lady's like, she stared at me too a couple times, where she's just like watching me because she sees me, and I'm very quiet. Like I said, I keep it minimal with the girls and boys there, because I'm not really trying to have a conversation. I'm trying to get work done. So I treat it like a co-working space more than anything. And the lady was just like, I think I'm going to call you Juan, which is another Hispanic name that isn't his name. So it's just like blatantly being racist, because he has a name. It's not a hard name to say either. And you're specifically choosing to call him another Hispanic name for no reason. Just call him by the name that's given to him. And it's yeah. And everybody was just kind of laughing it off. And he's like, haha, can you not do that? Like, yeah. And yeah. Those type of situations have happened there a couple times, and that's why I'm not gonna like try to make friends with people at the coffee shop. Like, I'm not trying to be buddy with anybody for real over there, because I'm just like, the neighborhood in general has interactions just like that lady's on the reg. Interactions like that come a lot more common when you kind of have to be integrated with those people, and I'm good on that. Like, that's why I like the area, I like the spaces, and they're not bad spaces. I keep the interactions at a minimum, because I'm not trying to make these people my friends or get to know them or be best buds with them, because I'm not going to deal with the microaggressions. I'm sorry. I've dealt with them all throughout high school and kept my composure, because I know my mom's a crash out, and I did not tell her about the type of racism that I dealt with from the neighborhood that we lived in. But no. I'll tell you right now, off the top of my head, I have very few white friends, but all of them are like, they get it. They're not one of those types of people that are like trying to tell you, oh, you're being so over the top, or oh, you're being so emotional in the situation because blah, blah, blah. As I was editing this, I realized I didn't
transition at all from that conversation because it was a little bit heavier in terms of what was going on. But yeah, it's one of those situations, and it's happened to me throughout my entire life where you just kind of have to let things be. You can't engage, you can't react, you can't always give your P's and Q's and 2 cents because sometimes it's just not worth it. And those are those instances in which it's like, he's at work, he's gonna be coming to work here on a regular. This lady is here way more often than I am. It's very clear to me that she probably comes here every single day and spends money there. And again, like, this is an income for him, and we're in a situation and economy where working matters a lot. Otherwise, you're just gonna starve to death. And I just can't fuck up somebody else's bag just because I don't like if somebody's being racist to them. The day he's ready to stand up for himself is the day I'm gonna back him up. Till then, you kind of have to let things be. And sadly, that's just the way it always is. And the one thing I really would like to add as well, and the one thing I can't stand, is the whole like, oh, but I'm not being racist though, even though you said something blatantly racist or microaggressive. You can never react afterwards. Like, as the person of color in the situation, you cannot give them anything. You can't react, you can't say anything, you can't do anything, because then you're gonna feed into that stereotype that they already have about us. And it's the most frustrating and exhausting things, and hence why I just avoid people like that in general. Because it's not exclusive to just white people, but it is just a general issue. And if I get that vibe from you, I'm not going to bother you. I don't want to speak to you. Just stay over there. Stay over there. That's kind of all of what I wanted to address because, yeah, it was a little bit of a side eye. But now I know to avoid that lady nonetheless.
Oh yeah, the last serum that I used is like a hydrating. It's in Mandarin, so you can't really hold on. But it's a hydrating serum. I don't know what it's called though, but the brand is Chando. I highly recommend. They have some good stuff there. My skin always does well. I'm currently breaking out because I'm on my period, but my face is just having that breakout session. The humidity over here has been crazy too. So like I keep having the back of my head curl up because that's where a lot of like heat compacts. This week and next week are finals week, so I've been doing like a lot of little bit of studying because I only have one class this semester, but I want to keep that A that I got, and I'm trying to like be on top of my P's and Q's so that I can get videos out but also keep my grades. There's a vlog that I'm going to be posting, and it's going to be a series, but there's a lot of footage in it and I have to break it up by episodes, and those episodes can only come once a month because realistically, like, y'all don't understand how much I gotta edit on my own and like what it takes to really edit a video. And that's why I'm giving myself spaces to go to so I can get my work done, because it makes a world of a difference. I'm not gonna lie, before I never saw the purpose of going to go like and actually study at a cafe, especially if they got good food there. But this place is like a spot where everybody that's there comes there to just do their shit, maybe get a cup of coffee or whatever they want, and then bounce. And that's kind of what I've been on these last couple of months. And I've been getting into the motion of like really getting a lot done. So, yeah, I'm gonna go to my little coffee spot and get my little shindig and who dads and whatnots done. I'm probably gonna keep straightening my hair this week and next week. Like, I think I'm gonna keep this going for about 2 weeks just to make things a little bit easier on me, because this takes out a lot of extra steps after I get out and take a shower and all this other stuff. Although I am gonna wash it today and redo it. Keeping my hair straight just keeps it super simple for me to like not have to worry about absolutely anything in regards to like this in maintenance, because this takes a lot of maintenance and hence why it's so healthy and stuff. Like, yeah. I remember also I had got a wolf cut with like, but it's when it's curly, and the bangs were a little bit too short for my liking. But when I straighten them out, they're like down here. You see, like they're to my jaw. But when they're curled up, they're like up here. So you can see why I'm kind of delaying on like just leaving it out and like it is. Like I need my layers to be a slightly bit longer before I go and do that again. But it looks cute when it's straight, because I bumped the ends, so yeah. Alright, this video wasn't meant to be anything too crazy anyways, so I will see you in the next one. Toodles caboodles. See you later, guys.